Welcome back, and no luck for me. So I started the car this morning, and I could see we got a little bit of splatter here. So that says that something is leaking. So let's go in and have a look. And it seems to be coming from that guy, but I don't know why it'd be coming from that guy. So maybe I just need to tighten it up. It's quite filthy. So tighten it up and see what the issue is with that. Maybe I got a clog. I don't know. I don't know these things. So, and also on top of that, I should have a rag in the engine bay, which I don't. I have to arrange that. And also, with that radiator bracket that I had, I don't know if you guys can see that, but maybe from this side, there you go. There's a slight bend, and that's probably because I was jacking it up and wasn't really paying attention. I've done it so many times that I just got really carefree. So let me clean up that area and see what the hell's wrong with this car. It went from one small issue to a lot of small issues. So clearly, I'm doing something wrong. So basically, I turned a small problem into a bigger problem. As I was tightening it, it kept on tightening, so I just kept on going, and then what I've done is I've popped it out. So now I've got to take off the whole thing and put that back in place and make sure it doesn't pop out again when I'm trying to tighten it. So I don't know if I'm doing things poorly, badly, but it's a little bit obvious now that I'm pretty desperate. So, damn it. So by the looks of it, it's been leaking a lot. So, explains the smells. Another thing I'm noticing is there's no bead. Well, there's no lip on the actual exhaust, which normally you see with, but then again, these are probably really low quality. So, I'm gonna see what I can do about that, as if I can line it up properly, because it seems like it's slightly off, just slightly, but I'm pretty sure that's causing an issue somewhere down there. So I'm not too sure how we go about it, since they've welded up this exhaust already. So let's see. I don't mean to be ungrateful or anything like that, but seriously, working on cobblestones with a creeper is so bloody annoying, because it won't go in the right direction. But you know, first world problems and everything. All sorted. So right now I'm just disconnecting the battery and see if I can reset the ECU, and then from there we'll see which codes still exist and which codes were just there for shits and gigs. So plugged the car back in and resetted the ECU, and it appears that we've cleared most of the codes for now. So that's the code for the O2 sensor, which was the original code. So that's a relief. I'm gonna take out the battery now and put it back into DC2, and I'm gonna bring over my car to the guy's workshop, and we'll see what he comes up with. I'm just gonna leave it there, and then he'll get around to it. But ideally, the goal for me is to make sure he has as much time as possible to sort out this O2 issue before the tune, because the worst thing that could happen to me is that if we can't sort it out and I bring my car in for the tune, they're just going to turn around and be like, we can't tune it. And that's going to be a waste of my time and their time. So, not cool, not ideal. Very fun to have this magnet. And then I basically put you guys wherever I can fit a magnet, and it's hunky-dory. So let me make sure this is mounted and secured via my straps and straps. Alright, so I'm just strapping it all in place. I don't know how I did it last time, but it seemed to work. So today will be the furthest I drive the car until next week. So it'll be a good benchmark to see how things are going and whether or not there's any other issues. Like I said, I've cleared up most of the vibrations, so let's just see what's left. Alright, I'm going to tighten these guys down just for the drive. Because I'm taking this car out, I really can't do anything with the other car. So take this out. I don't know if I need my laptop. I don't think I'll bring the laptop, but maybe for the drive over I should bring the laptop. The reason why I don't want to bring the laptop is because it's my kids, so if I bring it out, then I just gotta make sure I bring it home. Wish I had a mount for the car, but basically you guys are gonna have to trust me. So I'll talk to you guys in a bit, unless there's any metal in the car that I can throw you guys on. Nope, we got nothing. Bad luck, guys. So I've connected the ECU, the laptop, to the car. I've just driven down the road, and what it's saying is I've still got the same code. So like I said, I just turn it off and on, and then it kind of disappears. So obviously there's an issue. So we're gonna go straight to him and see what the issue is. I'm gonna just pull him up on my map, and then I'll try to sort it out. So luckily I fixed the wipers, so it's still be raining today. So look at that, wipers aren't the best, they probably have to be changed, the blades, but all in all, car feels great, so much less rattles. I'm glad that I sorted that out. So freeway entrance, I'm in 5th gear, running at 100 kilometers. It currently sits at 2800. I'm not too sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it feels vibration-y at this at 100 kilometers. So I'll let you know. So I've got my GPS running, and it's set correction. Let me get up to 100. GPS says 100 now, so it sits at 100 kilometers at 3200 RPM. So I'm not too sure if that's good or bad, but there you go for some numbers. And my speedo's out by like 18 to be exact. I'm not too sure if this is a good thing, but look, the car doesn't even wobble from a straight line. So either something is loose. Actually, so something is loose. I'm guessing it's probably the U joint to the steering rack. This is actually quite dangerous, because if it comes off, I have zero control whatsoever. So just something to keep in mind if I end up on the news. Okay. There's a new rattling noise. So this one is rattling based on the speed of the car. So if I slow down, the rattles also change frequency. So it's definitely something that needs to be screwed in. I have no idea what it could be at this stage. Oh, all the rattles come back. Alright, so I think it's behind the dash. That means I can't get to it. Okay, it's definitely a vibration that only occurs when I'm when the car's driving, but if I kick in the clutch, it's silent. So it's something. Alright, so I found one that rattles. It seems to be my brakes, my prop valve underneath the dash. So I was just moving my foot around to find things, and like I said, I found it. So that's one noise gone that I can fix. So it could be the prop valve, or it could be the bracing for the actual dash itself that needs to be tightened. So I think I found out one of the noises. There was this coin inside this ashtray, so that's one. The other one is the underneath the dash where I think where the dead, what's it called? The dead pedal, where your left foot sits, basically. I'm just shifting around. It seems like it's getting better the more I just move it around. Maybe it's just the old grease. Maybe I don't have to buy a new shifter. So it seems to get smooth, a little bit easier to use. I've still got ants in the car, so that's another issue I'm gonna have to address. So we are nearby, so somewhere on my left. I imagine Dr. Honda would have a Honda. We're here, so thank you for seeing me on such short notice. Let's have a look in the car. Hopefully it's not too dramatic. Mr. Honda here is going to help me out. So it's nothing but good news from here on out. So I'm not going to lie. So Bert is looking at my car and is not impressed, and I don't blame him. But he's going to have a crack and have a look at everything, overlook everything, and make sure that we are good for next week's tune. So like I said, there's a number of things that he's already spotted. One being the van switch that I did was probably the wrong wiring. I've actually got a fan switch down there, but because me being the idiot I am, tucked everything, and I didn't even know where it was. So there's the O2 sensor, the wiring, he's gone through that, and it's gone through the under dash loom just to understand what the hell is going on. So after he's done all that, hopefully he'll be able to tell me what he's fixed. But like I said, there's a number of issues that he's just going to clean up, just for safety wise, because some of them is how you doing. Just in an Uber at the moment, just going back home, just because Voda's going to need the car for a few hours, or maybe to cross this weekend, but I'm just going to leave with him and just see what he can come up with and what he can help me with. But all in all, the car drives a lot nice. I found those 2-digit vibrations that I was looking for, so once I get it next week, I'll fix up those and should be hunky-dory. But like I said, the major part right now is making sure that the car's tunable. So I can't work on the EG either because I've taken my only battery in the 2 inverters. So we'll see what he comes up with. Just packing up because I can't do anything anymore. So just getting rid of all this stuff, cleaning up, make sure I know where things are, and that way when we get back into working on this car, it'll be a little bit easier. So like I said, I don't know when I'm going to hear back from Voda, Dr. Honda. I'm just going to call him Dr. Honda because he is tinkering on the car already, so he's gone through it. So like I said, I should hear back from him very soon, so I'll let him do that, let him work his magic. I'm having a lot of fun playing with these camera angles. All right, we got some mail, and also, actually, let's open the mail first. Don't know what I have. have no idea what that is. What is it? It's a... Oh, cool. It's a wired-on bung for the sensor. So package inside of the package. All right. Huh. Anal beads. I'm kidding. These are mounts for the camera. You know what's crazy? I don't remember ordering. Why would I order 3? Makes no sense. And I've got a helmet mount. I've got a phone mount. Got a phone mount piece. I think this is a phone mount. So you loosen it like that. And it clamps on. I don't know. I don't know what half this stuff is. Figure this out. How does that even slide in? So that's how it slides in. This weight is not supporting anything. I don't think you'd be able to support any type of camera, or at least any vibrations. So I've got to go through my list and find out why I have so many of these, because I don't need them. I don't need that many, that's for sure. Alright, so on a more positive note, I should be receiving today confirmation of my battery for the goat cart tour to be onboarded onto the flight today. So we'll find out. They're probably a couple hours behind in Hong Kong. So I'll get a confirmation today of the battery being loaded. And then from that point, I think it's only maybe 4 days. I mean, I don't know. It should be a day, but maybe they've got it in transit or something like that. So I'm guessing it should be here probably next week. So let's make sure the goat cart's all buttoned up, but at the moment I've got nothing to do. I really got nothing to do. And I haven't even got my trailer here. So I need my trailer back so I can start picking up some goodies that I've been seeing on Facebook Marketplace. So the next one will probably be another off-road vehicle. Alright, so sad thing is I don't have any cars to work on or anything to do whatsoever because I just don't have anything. But what I can work on is myself. So everyone should be working on themselves. I'm just kidding. I haven't done this for ages. But let's see if I still have it. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna start off a push-up challenge. Alright, push-up challenge. I'll let you guys be the judge of said push-up challenge. Alright, so let's go. I think it's been a while. It's been a really long time since I've done any sort of exercising whatsoever. But what I've always been good at is push-ups. So let's see how many I can do. Back then I should be able to pump out 40. So fingers crossed, let's go. It's been a while. Am I in frame? All right, cool. The reason why I do it like this because my wrist has never been the same, so I do it like this. And this thing's gonna be dangling on my face, so I'm just gonna leave it on. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I'm gonna settle on 30 because that's actually quite some effort. So 30. And what I'll do is I'm just gonna keep this as a daily thing, just so I can use it as an excuse to exercise, because other than that I'll be too lazy. So 30 for day 1. And all right. And you know what the best thing about working out is? Like after it, I feel jacked. I think it's the pump, but yeah, I definitely like that feeling, and I should really chase that feeling a lot more often. But I get so content with my body and how I look in terms of, I'm like, I'm not overweight, so I don't bother, which is really bad attitude. So let's see if I can stay motivated.